Hi, my name's Eric Thompson. I'm going to take a couple of quick minutes to go over the keyword pizza from the Green Bay, Wisconsin area. Several of these companies in here are actually my clients or have been my clients, and we've helped them out tremendously. The Green Bay area is a metro area of about 350,000 people, and it encompasses obviously Green Bay. It encompasses De Pere, Ashwaubenon, Howard, Suamico, and a couple other communities around as well. This is obviously 350,000 people. It's a very market and neighborhood, driven, place here. However, there will be people that will travel to pizza places around it as well. So it is extremely important to figure out how to make sure that we get on top. And one of the things that we're going to be noticing while we go through this too is that just because you have the best rankings doesn't mean you're going to show up always at the top and always at the best. The results from Google are not static, they're very dynamic. It depends on your search history, it depends on which device you're using, it depends on how close you are to the the business itself. And then on top of that, I try to centralize it into Green Bay. But obviously if people are in different areas and different places, they're going to see different results. So as we go through this, obviously we're just doing like this. If somebody were to be a visitor in this city, this is something that they would do. They would search this out. And obviously these coveted results change on a regular basis. Even at that, there was some people that, companies that we have worked with in here as well. So I'm glad to see that. Just off of the Google results here, Yelp is another big thing. In the Wisconsin area, Yelp is not extremely, there's not a lot of engagement with Yelp here, as there are in other parts of the country. However, it is clearly important because it is the data backbone for Apple, for Bing, for Yahoo, and even Google uses it clearly to TripAdvisor as well. I would not say that, here's one of my clients as a natural search engine result comes up here, another one as well. So here, there's a lot of different options here. And as we go through, but I think most often people are going to find that they're going to be clicking on one of these. They're going to look for that. Particularly if we're looking for the best. If we have a mobile view, we're going to be seeing some more things. And this is more like what they're going to see on a mobile view as well. And essentially just going through. So what we want to do is we want to make sure, and one of the things that we notice here is we want to make sure that everything is checked off. All the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted. Everything's, dine in, takeout, delivery. All of this. This is an ad obviously up here, but we want to make sure that, once we get into Google My Business, that we actually take the time to fill this out properly. Make sure that we have good views of this, of our pizzas and our products and our services, and that we don't have just like photos that don't look appetizing and that. So for instance, a half-eaten pizza here, I don't think that's particularly appetizing. And as we move through, we want to make sure that we're getting good reviews. Domino's could certainly, step up the reviews. 3.6, I understand, on a national level, that's probably not their thing. Pizza Hut, clearly not a good scenario there too. So they want to make sure that you definitely step up the game on getting the reviews, because who likes ordering a 3-star pizza? Nobody. Who likes eating at a 3-star restaurant? Nobody. As we move through here, and even as you see this, you'll see, like, here's somebody that we worked with 760 and great reviews. That's as many or more than most of the people on here, and that doesn't necessarily give them a position on top all of the time. They're there frequently, but it doesn't, that's how Google does things. They move things up and down. And at the end of the day, you have to remember that they are an advertising company, and that's how they make their money. They add revenue. So if you're not at the top all the time, you have to buy your way to get to the top. So something that we can definitely work on here. And as you see, just kind of going through, it's super important to actually figure this out. It's super important to get good reviews. So let's just take the national one here, right? They don't have dine-in. That's probably a COVID scenario that's going on. They're not responding to the reviews. That's very bad, actually. And that's something that they need to do, is like, you need to respond to the good reviews and you need to respond to the bad reviews. It's super important that you do that. And this is just Google, obviously. This is just the tip of the iceberg, and this is something that, every company that needs to take care of this sort of their online digital assets, they need to take care of this. Google's like, it's the big 800-pound gorilla in the room, but it is not the only one by all means. So my suggestion is just keep it up, get those reviews, take care of all of your stuff, and you know what? We're here to help out. Particularly if you are a smaller, place. So let's just skip to the end of the line here. You can see some of these other restaurants. I mean, there's, it's just all over the place. Restaurants are always difficult, but even at this, you get like a smaller restaurant, they need to be more competitive, and this is something that they can do not only through like really, really focusing and working super hard on these sort of initiatives of getting more reviews and bringing things in, but on top of that, what we want to actually do is we want to make sure that we are like incorporating the rest of it. This is kind of the natural search engine optimization results, but we want to incorporate the ad side of things and really pushing that, making sure we have well-crafted ads to get our businesses in front of other places, so in front of consumers, so they can make those decisions, whether it's business to consumer, B2C, or whether it's B2B, like what my business is. You want to make sure that you're like getting in front of the right people and getting that attention that you deserve. So anyway, quick little overview of pizza in Green Bay. I hope it was informative for you. And the big takeaway here, especially with restaurants, is get those reviews. It's super, super competitive, and you know what? It's not nearly as easy as it is with some of the other markets because people are used to giving reviews. So you actually have to make sure that that is a big part of your program and a big part of what you do. All right, take care. Good luck with everybody.